Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Joey Lupo.
And I'm Olivia Cruiser. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is Monday, September 26th, 2016.
Today we're going to paint the town scarlet with Annabelle Caraballo at the back-to-school block party. Looks like a lot of fun.
Joey and I will give you the regional and big picture forecast for this week.
I'm going to talk with Amanda Potter from the Zimmerly Art Museum.
And Chloe Cooper is here to tell us all about the movie, The 33. I can't wait to see what happens at the end.
Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV. Hello, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning with all the latest and greatest news, events, and weather. So, Joey, did you make it out to the football game this weekend?
Sadly, I did not. I just needed a weekend of staying home and doing nothing and just eating pizza all day.
Yeah, I feel you. I always feel like I need some time to relax.
Yeah, I kind of need to decompress every couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I found a way to relax this weekend. I went to yoga at the Yard on College Avenue. It was a lot of fun. It was cool because it was outside. It was so relaxing. I felt like I got a workout in. I'm actually sore today. I'm feeling it in my legs. But it was really cool, especially being outside, you know, with the sun, the wind.
Yeah, it's definitely getting cooler out, you know. We're approaching October already.
I know.
That's nuts.
I cannot believe next Saturday is actually October 1st.
That is, I don't believe it.
It's crazy. I feel like the first week of school just began.
Exactly.
So let's reminisce in today's Paint the Town Scarlet with Annabelle Caraballo.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Annabelle Caraballo and we're here on the Livingston Plaza for the Back to School Block Party. Let's check it out and kick off the fall semester. What inspired the block party event?
So the Center Collaborative brings together the Asian American Cultural Center, the Center for Latino Arts and Culture, the Paul Robeson Cultural Center, and the Center for Social Justice and LGBT Communities. And all together we are putting this event to draw attention to diversity and issues of inclusion.
What exactly are some of the activities that you guys have provided today for the students?
Sure. So basically, the whole block party today on Henry's Lawn and then across the street at the plaza just was chock full of events. So we had Pugs, Kiss a Pug booth, and then we had a dunk tank. We had different kind of arts and crafts, and then a balloon animal maker. But on this side, what we really focused on were the leadership opportunities for students, and so most of it was tabling.
What brought you out here today?
Well, I came out here because I heard about the event and I knew there was going to be a lot of energy, a lot of, you know, a lot of good vibes, a lot of good music, and I was actually asked to perform at the event. So I made a song for Rutgers called the Rutgers Anthem.
I really like the performances from the sororities and the fraternities. I think they're always really fun to watch and they did a good job.
The vibe was really good. It was really cool to meet other organizations I wouldn't otherwise and to meet people.
Well, Rutgers, I hope the celebration has got you excited for the rest of the semester. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Annabelle Caraballo, RUTV.
Wow, that looked like such a great time. I'm sad to have missed it.
I went, but
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's just a nice display of everything Rutgers has to offer. You know, there were all the student clubs and organizations, you know, both recruiting and just, you know, showing the community what they're about. But, you know, there were also a lot of fun events.
Right, it looked like a lot of fun there. It looks like a great turnout. The dunk tank looked pretty cool. I feel like I
Yeah,
would
it's
want to
cool for
volunteer
everyone
for that.
except the guy sitting
Yeah,
there.
I know. And it was cool that I was on Livingston campus, which was my first home here at Rutgers. It brought back a lot of memories.
Are you getting a little emotional?
I am getting a little emotional.
All right, it looks like Olivia's about to cry, so it's about time to take our first break. But before we go, let's see how much you know.
When was the Zimmerli Art Museum founded?
We'll find out the answer when we get back right after this. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can run today. I'm really busy and... Wait, what? You're running there? I did not know this. I didn't even know that was a place.
Do you know all the places on campus where you can work out and exercise? Well, we do, and we want to share that with you. Werblin Recreation Center is located on Bush campus on the corner of Frelinghuysen and Bartholomew Road. Werblin has everything from badminton courts to an Olympic-sized swimming pool. The Livingston Recreation Center is located on Road 3 off of Joyce Kilmer Avenue. This center has a full weight room, hosts many different classes, and even has a spa located right inside to help you relax after a tough workout or maybe just a tough exam. The Cook Douglas Recreation Center is located on Beale Road, across from the Cook Student Center. This recreation building comes equipped with a fun fitness center, pool, and racquetball courts for those of you who like sports with a little danger. The College Avenue Gym is located directly on College Avenue, right next to the Student Center. This location has multiple gyms and basketball courts, power and conditioning rooms, and is the only location with a rock wall. The Rutgers Fitness Center is located on Easton Avenue on the College Avenue campus. This is the only location that is just a fitness center, so this might be the place for people looking to just work with weights and machines. Rutgers also has multiple bike and walking paths that run throughout all the campuses. You can find a map of all the paths at rudots.rutgers.edu/bikewalk. Most facilities are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. Weekend hours vary, but you can find out more information about the facilities and their hours at recreation.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when was the Zimmerli Art Museum founded?
The answer is 1966. Wow, that is surprising because that's relatively new compared to how long Rutgers has been around.
Yeah, in the scheme of things, that's like nothing. That's like 1/5 of the
Right.
whole history of Rutgers.
Right, it's only been about 50 years, but it's funny because I feel like it's been there forever.
Exactly. It's really like Rutgers has predominantly existed, if you think about it, without the museum, but it's, you know, it just feels like it's always been there.
Right, it's such a trademark on College Avenue.
Yeah. So for those of you that want to walk around trying to find other trademarks on College Avenue, Olivia and I are going to give you the weather. Now that we are at the end of September, it definitely feels like fall weather. The temperature is currently in the mid-50 degrees, but later today expect a high of 73. It will be sunny for most of the day, but the clouds will roll in tonight.
Tomorrow we can also expect a high temperature in the 70s, but it may feel a bit colder because of the 5 to 10 mile/hour per winds. Also, we will have rain showers early with mostly cloudy conditions during the rest of the day. Keep your umbrella with you so your laptop doesn't die in a puddle of rain and tears. Which is funny because the semester is kicking up, so I feel people could be feeling overwhelmed with schoolwork.
Or they might just leave their laptop somewhere and it'll get
Right,
rained on.
I
you
know, which is the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Exactly. Well, second worst thing.
Second worst thing.
The worst thing is it gets stolen and then rained on.
Right, and then rained on.
But you know, most people take their laptops with them because Rutgers students are very smart.
Right.
So yeah.
We're just about ready for our next break, so we'll see you after this, Rutgers.
Welcome to Livingston campus at Rutgers University. Located in Piscataway, Livingston is the youngest of New Brunswick and Piscataway's 5 campuses and is a place that anticipates the future. In the past 5 years, Livingston campus has been revamped. In 2011, the campus opened up a new dining commons and renovated its student center by adding meeting and lounge rooms, dining options, and a convenience store. In 2012, the Livingston Apartments opened up, and below these beautiful residence halls is the Livingston Plaza that includes stores, restaurants, and a cinema. fall of 2013, the new Rutgers Business School building opened up. It provides students with up-to-date tools and resources to successfully prepare for the business world. To find out more information about the Livingston campus, visit livingstoncampus.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Let's check out the news and events we have for you today.
Find your passion for service at the Community Service Fair, sponsored by the Rutgers Off-Campus Living and Community Partnerships. You can meet local representatives and find volunteer opportunities that best fit you. Take this chance to positively impact your community. The fair will be taking place tomorrow on 39 Union Street, New Brunswick, from 1 to 4 p.m. For more information on this event, visit ruoffcampus.rutgers.edu/CSF.
That's awesome. They came on the show last Thursday to talk and give us some information, and they gave us a lot of stuff to think about. And I think it is important to go out and find volunteer opportunities, so that's a great fair for people to find their niche, to see what they'd be interested in volunteering with.
Yeah, and it's definitely, there are many ways you can help your community. It's not as simple as just planting flowers, although I recommend you do that because flowers are nice.
Right.
But, a lot of people like to help people by, performing music or making art for others.
Right, and even drawing pictures and putting a smile on someone's face. Speaking of which, if you know a child that loves to draw, then we have good news for you. The Zimmerly Art Museum has a drawing club for children and young people that begins this Wednesday, September 28th at 4:15 p.m. The club is specifically for 7 through 14-year-olds and takes place for 10 weeks on Wednesdays after school in the fall, winter, and spring. Aspiring artists explore a variety of drawing methods, including pencil and charcoal, while learning about different types of art, such as still life and portraits. Classes are inspired by works from the Zimmerly's exhibitions from a variety of styles and historical periods. The drawing club is led by practicing artists who are also graduate students at Mason Gross School of the Arts. For information regarding pricing and registration, visit zimmerlymuseum.rutgers.edu. I think that is an awesome opportunity, especially for young people that want to explore their creativity. And I think it's great that the graduate students and people that want to be like them have that interaction.
Exactly. It's important to explore interests from a young age, because then you can go through life saying, hey, I found something I've loved since I was a kid,
Right.
Some people even love politics from a young age. And speaking of which, Pizza and Politics was the Eagleton Institute of Politics' first event of the semester, and those who attended agreed it was a huge success. The debate was on whether or not the United States should abolish the Electoral College, a system to cast formal votes for president and vice president in representation of the general public. Students from the Rutgers University Debate Union argued on each side. Arguments for abolishing the Electoral College included that not every vote or every state counted in each election, and that swing states receive more funding and that political candidates spend more time on those states. Arguments in defense of the Electoral College included that the Founding Fathers were not in favor of mass voting. Interestingly, the overwhelming majority of students favored the arguers for abolishing the Electoral College. The Eagleton Institute of Politics, which is currently working on its Are You Voting campaign, hopes to register students to vote and educate them on the issues for this upcoming election. The Institute will hold events to mobilize voters, such as Popcorn and Politics, where students gather in the Eagleton Institute of Politics located on Douglas campus to watch the upcoming presidential debate. The event will be held later today at 9 p.m.
Yeah, Joey, I think we predicted that last week about what the majority would think about whether or not to abolish the Electoral College, and we were with the majority, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like people would definitely be more inclined to get up and vote if they felt like, it was part of one universal vote and not a bunch of small votes.
Right, and I just think it's important that people are talking about it and educating others. Speaking of which, a visiting Mason Gross scholar hopes to carve out a space in the dance world where religious Muslim women who long to dance can be as they are. Aaron Ersaz, the director of Yildiz Technical University's dance program, has tasked herself with figuring out how to make dance accessible to young Muslim women balancing their instinct to dance with their desire for modesty. She is the Mason Gross Dance Department's first Fulbright visiting scholar and hopes that her time here at Rutgers will aid her in her quest to understand how Muslim women perceive dance. Ersaz says, "Dance is about being in front of the other. It's our body that's seen. For Muslim women, this is a negotiation. It's their body that shouldn't be seen." Over the next 6 months, she hopes to collaborate with the Center for Middle Eastern Studies, the Department of African, Middle Eastern, and South Asian Languages and Literatures, as well as 2 Rutgers student groups, Muslim Girl and Mujabi, to collect data on this topic. Ersaz says she's considering hosting workshops and publishing her findings in a research paper. For more information on this and other news stories, visit news.rutgers.edu. And this is something very interesting because when I think of dance, I just think of dance, I don't think of the negotiation people might have with their culture. So it is interesting that the struggles people might have doing something and also sticking true to what they believe in.
I find it very fascinating that, dance is kind of like people dance all around the world,
Right.
but the way they dance, it's very different, It's,
Right.
They have different moves, they have different music, they have different traditional outfits, yet people all use dance as ways of expressing
Right.
themselves or as an outlet for their feelings.
Exactly. It is very interesting because dance is one entity is the same, but everyone does it differently and does it for different reasons.
Exactly.
So we're going to check out the different cultures and different ways people dance. So we'll see you after this break.
We all know a big birthday means big gifts. Rutgers turns 250 on November 10th, 2016, and the university received its first official gift to mark the historic occasion. The university's neighbor and longtime partner, Johnson & Johnson, has pledged up to $50,000 for student scholarships in healthcare-related fields. And members of the Rutgers community can participate to make the initiative successful. Johnson & Johnson has released an app that allows people to donate a photo. For every photo donated, Johnson & Johnson will donate $1 towards medical scholarships for Rutgers students. So take out your smartphones and get sharing. Download the Donate a Photo app on your Android or iOS device. For more information on how you can make a difference, visit 250.rutgers.edu or donateaphoto.com. Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
And we're back, everyone. I'm here with Amanda Potter from the Zimmerly Art Museum. How you doing, Amanda?
Good, thanks.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Glad to be here.
So, Amanda, what do you do at the Zimmerly Art Museum?
I am the curator of education and interpretation. My job is really about finding ways for people to connect with the art, to engage with it in different ways, whether through making work, through kind of looking at it in a different way, helping them understand some of the context that led to the work's creation. So a lot of fun and different ways to engage with the work.
That's cool. That's cool. I could use some connection to the art. Not very cultured.
I always tell people it's kind of like visiting a restaurant. You're not expected to like everything on the menu. You wouldn't try everything on the menu all at once. It's always good to kind of come and try a little bit, see what you like, and try something else the next time.
That's good. So what exhibits can I see, in the coming months?
Sure. Our major exhibition right now is called Thinking Pictures. It's a show of conceptual art from the Soviet Union. We have the largest collection in the country, in the world, of art that was made outside of the confines of the official Soviet collection. So it was art that the Soviet Communist Party wouldn't agree with, either because it was critical of the government or they didn't like the style. So we have this real treasure here at Rutgers. And so this is a really interesting slice of work of artists who are just really thinking about art in all different ways, what art could be, besides just a painting on a wall. Maybe it's an experience, maybe it's a seance, maybe it's a room that you walk in. I mean, it's very, very interesting stuff.
That's good. And I think it's important that people use art to express, certain like inequalities in society too, like, the Soviet art you were speaking of.
Yeah, absolutely. These artists were incredibly brave. They had to, they showed this work really just in their apartments and among their friends. They could have, and some of them did get in a lot of trouble if they were found out. This couldn't be their official job. If you wanted to be an artist officially, you had to go to the right schools and do the right things, and only then could you be an artist.
Yeah.
And there's some other great work we have right now, also related to freedoms and civil rights. We have 2 shows that kind of explore the time period of around 1966. So it's works from our collection that feature the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement. There's a beautiful print of Martin Luther King, and also some other things from the time period, like the lunar landing and things like that.
That's definitely a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
But what other cool things are at the Zimmerli Art Museum?
Yeah, so we also, that's just kind of scratching the surface of our collections. We really are one of the largest, we have one of the largest museum buildings for a college museum. So there's really, it's just a kind of almost overwhelming, which is why, as I said earlier, it's a good idea to kind of break off a little piece at a time and then go a different direction next time you come in. But we also have a lot of, events and things as well. So we have concerts at the museum on a regular basis. We have Art After Hours the first Tuesday of every month. Free refreshments. We do have live music, a lot of times with student performers. And we have special tours, and contemporary artists will present their work as well. So that's always a really fun evening. So that's the first Tuesdays, including next week, October 4th, until 9 o'clock.
Awesome. So what are the guidelines for going into Zimmerli Art Museum?
Yeah. So like almost every other museum in the country, we just ask people to leave backpacks and large bags behind the desk. Leave your skateboard, hoverboard, that kind of thing just is for the safety of the art and for the other visitors. We just ask people to leave kind of anything large like that behind our desk, or we also have lockers so you can leave your stuff back there as well.
Darn, I was really hoping I could take my hoverboard, I like that big staircase you have going to the RE250 exhibit. I was going to just kind of grind down that railing.
It would be pretty cool another time, maybe when maybe when the art's all down.
Yeah, maybe when hoverboarding itself becomes an art. But until then, where can students go to learn more information?
Sure. Zimmerli.rutgers.edu is our website. That's always up to date. But we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We've been doing some really great things on Instagram, most of which we overlap then with Twitter as well. But kind of calling out whatever the special events of the day are, and finding a work from our collection that matches with it. We had a really fun time with the Olympics, artists' birthdays, the first day of fall, things like that. So if you want to see a kind of a different sort of, a different type of work, in your Instagram feed, you can check out ours.
Okay, great. All right, thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
I will be sure to visit you at the Art Museum, and you all should do the same.
Please do.
All right, we will be back after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Douglas College was originally founded in 1918 as the New Jersey College for Women. In 2007, it was integrated into Rutgers University and is now known as Douglas Campus. Since then, Douglas has expanded to include the #1 women's history program in the country and Mason Gross School of the Arts, a prestigious fine arts conservatory. Although the Douglas campus is co-ed, Douglas is also home to the Douglas Residential College, the only all-women's program of its kind. Douglas is still growing. Stop by and see what's new today.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So that was a great interview. I definitely want to check out that exhibit.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting how people kind of rebel through art.
Right. It's definitely a different way to express themselves. It's a great art form.
Yeah, and it's peaceful too. You know,
Yeah,
no one
it
gets
is.
hurt. It's just, you know, people are like, I don't think this is right. I gotta say something about it.
Right, and I think it's a great movement. But I still cannot believe, I'm in shock that how young the Zimmerly Art Museum truly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have a lot of great art, but you know, they don't have all kinds of art, or they do. Like I'm pretty sure you can rent movies there too.
Right.
Because film itself is a great art.
Exactly.
There's also a lot of great films on RUTV. So let's check out what's playing with Chloe Cooper.
Wow, I definitely want to see that movie, The 33.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like I am always saying that because I feel like I should see more movies.
You know, it's hard with all the stuff going on, you know, in your life
Right.
as a student / worker, you know.
Right.
But you know, I'm gonna try and clear up my schedule, so we're gonna go to another break.
Visit the Livingston Plaza, where you can shop, dine, and experience the comforts of home right here at Rutgers on the Livingston campus.
Well, that was a great episode. I'm very excited today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
me
it's
too.
great. And I definitely want to check out that exhibit, you know, at the Zimmerly Art Museum. And you definitely should check out yoga on Sundays at the Yard.
What are you saying? You saying I'm out of shape?
No, not at all.
'Cause you're right. You're right.
No, I'm just saying that it was so relaxing and it was a great way to start my week. And I still feel relaxed from yesterday.
Is that like every Sunday?
Yeah, every Sunday at
Oh,
the Yard.
really?
Up until the weather gets a little colder, but
No,
because it's
you know,
outside.
You know what? That'll just make me stronger. You know,
Yeah,
it
it will
doesn't
make
kill
you
me, it makes
stronger.
me stronger.
Right.
So I will, you know, traverse the elements.
Right.
You know, build an immunity to the cold.
Exactly, and you know,
And-
build up your muscles and too,
Yeah,
because yoga isn't just about the stretches. You know, you really do a workout, and
Yeah,
it's
but
pretty
it's
awesome.
also working out your mind because
Yeah.
say it's like 0 degrees out, even though
Yeah.
I'm the only one out there.
Yeah.
I will just be completely like invincible.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So that'll do it for today's episode of Rutgers.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers.
Don't forget to tune in this Thursday with hosts Kim Ballard and Maziel Torres.
But before we go, I would like to personally thank Amanda Potter for joining us. So thank you, Amanda. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Joey Lupo.
And I'm Olivia Cruiser. Have a great day, Rutgers. We'll see you next week.